fairness, I'm going to take the fact that what they've done already is probably just terrific. Outside the box, however, I want you to understand that what you're probably working with is a chronological obituary of what you used to do for somebody else, and the fact that a significant portion of what's already on there is going to be discounted by a future employer. Having come out of the headhunting industry in my past, I can tell you that most of the resumes we saw had nothing to do with the jobs you were trying to fill. The second we saw that, they were gone. So we suggest that people take a look at their resumes, back up for a second and say, okay, one, is there something on here that I would never want to do again no matter what? And I would challenge you to say, why is it still on there? Second, I would say, of all the skills you've transferred over to that resume, are there lots of skills that you're good at but you hate doing? And if so, why are they still on your resume? I've got a background in corrosion engineering. I hated it. I did it for 10 years. The words do not appear on my resume. I don't want to ever have to get tricked into doing that again. Even though I was good at it, it's not me. Use what I call a life GPS. Most people that I've worked with over the years lose their job. It is one of the most stressful things that can ever happen. Other than death of a spouse, serious illness, divorce, there's not much else that stresses us out. However, there's not much in our society to help somebody who's lost their job. And there's a tremendous amount of fear involved, some loss of self-esteem sometimes. And a lot of people just jump at whatever job they're offered next and then realize very shortly they've made a major decision error. I suggest, like our car GPS units, they operate off of 27 satellites that are up there that are fixed. They use 4 to find out where they are all the time. And instead of jumping right into a resume, kind of take a point and say, hold it, where am I at this point in life? Where would I like to go next? What do I use to position myself? Well, I'd start first with, what do I want in my life right now? You might take a look at some of the life issues, mental, physical, social, spiritual, job, money, community, the kinds of things that are critically important to you, and put them in priority order. If you say family's number one, then can you really take a job that's great pay but has you traveling pretty much three to 4 weeks every month? Is that really what you want? And by locking on to kind of a GPS saying, no, I'm going to be within a fixed radius of this, where I live right now, within 50-minute drive, I know at least if I get a job, I'll be able to take care of my family in terms of time, which is really important to me. So that's number one. Two, I look at the fact that we're born with personalities. We don't change unless there's some trauma in our lives. And even though it's tough, this doesn't count. We're going to eventually show up on the jobs precisely the way we are. I take a look at who I am naturally and say, where do I fit in the past? Where do I absolutely have difficulties in the past? And during the interview process, see, will I be able to survive here with my personality? If you're an extroverted librarian, can we agree your life experience on the job is going to be kind of short? I also take a look at your values, what really matters to you. Can you work in a place where those values might be violated? And I also take a look at this time, maybe for the first time ever, you've got a chance to clean the slate off and say, all right, if I'm going to go after a job I really like, I'm going to put together a resume that only has the kinds of things down on it that I would prefer to do again. And since I'm in a geographic location about where I can work, I'm going to proactively contact firms that might want to use my skills this time instead of waiting for them to contact me. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've been associated with the group for a long time, and the reason that I continue to be, if you lose your job, two things tend to happen very quickly. One, the fear is overwhelming and it tends to shut even the most aggressive people down. And two, the sense of isolation that you want to move into, because who are you going to tell about this is just devastating. I've worked with some people that were exceptionally well versed in what they'd done with high positions that after 3 or 4 months of looking had painted the bathroom twice, mowed the lawn 3 times, and were taking phone calls. It's an incredible opportunity at CTSG to be around other people that are facing precisely the same kind of stress as you are, who understand that it's hard, that it takes time, that understand you just can't pick up the phone or send out 2 resumes and have all this solved. Then understand things at home may not be real cheery because lots of people are frightened and hurt and scared. And you have a chance to listen to other people in a spiritual environment that's healing. Well, if you're listening to this video, you've done the right thing by checking in with somebody else. I encourage you to maintain an absolute commitment to coming every single Monday evening to the Career Transition Support Group. If you have any questions that I'm able to help you with, I'm linked through the CTSG website, or you can contact me directly on my email at bill@billkarlson.com. That's BILLKARLSON.com.